Sagittarius, welcome to the Tarot Room. My name is Robyn. Sag, today I want to do a message from your source self, higher self, spirit guides. Let's see what messages come through. If you're guided to watch this, if you're seeing this reading, if it randomly pops up on your feed, there should be a message in here for you. So Sag, let's see what's going on. Let's see what your spirit guides, source self, higher self, spirit wants to pass along to the Sagittarius collective today. Talk to us, baby. Talk to us. Spirit guides, what you want to say to Sagittarius? What do they need to hear, need to know, need to be aware of? What messages need to come through today? Ooh, shit. We have temptation, moral compass. So see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. So this is not giving into temptation. It's staying true to yourself, not falling into lower virtues or falling into not allowing anyone to tempt you, whether it's the devil, Agent Smith, so to speak, whether it's other people, whether it's society, whether it's someone you know within yourself or someone close to you. But this is all about staying true to yourself and following your moral compass. We are at an important time where it is important to keep your frequency high and stay true to yourself, so you choose the highest timeline possible for you. There are splits and timeline changes going on every day. All right, let's talk about your Sag. Let's get into your reading. So the first card is going to represent the message that you're not getting. Is that in the reverse? Yes, it is. The Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay. And a reminder to Sagittarius of what's important. Queen of Cups. Okay. And Sag, for those of you who are interested, I am open for personal readings. If you'd like one, the link is in the description box, but it's also found on my website, thetaroroom.net. Queen of Pentacles is actions to take. There's a Ten of Cups, the overall energy. What's with that death? Ooh, there's some kind of change, transition. What's under death to Six of Wands? Wow. You're giving a lot of attention to the death or the Ten of Cups here. Let's see what that means. There's some kind of ending, transition, change, or just change the way that you're dealing with people, or maybe there's a change in the family unit here. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. This is the message that you're not getting. It's like they want you to give less attention to somebody. Like what I feel when we see this, and this is there's maybe a family member, a friend, or someone in your energy who's acting astray. Ooh, they spell it reverse. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. You might be tempted to want to say something to this person here. The Star's in reverse with the Page of Wands in reverse. There's the Hanged Man. Okay. There's the Knight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. So the message that you're not getting is some things are better left unsaid. So sometimes when people, act out of sorts or are ignorant, condescending, rude, arrogant, whatever those energies are, some people are they just do stupid things. They get mad. They get into animal instincts. They act out of character. But it reminding you that it is a reflection of them. It is not a reflection of you. So they don't want you to hold on to that. That's the message that you're not getting. I think you're holding on to something that someone has said or done here. They want you to change the way that you're looking at it, change the way you're feeling about it. The Hanged Man is the card of Yeshua, it's Jesus, right? His dude's hanging on the cross here. So it's about forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. We don't have to forgive and let them back in our life to treat us that way. Sometimes we have to forgive and just let them go. Sometimes forgive, leave them at a distance, at arm's length. They're just an acquaintance, or forgive and remove them from our lives. But there's an element here of needing to release and let go. Stop giving so much attention to something that a family, with the Ten of Cups, it's like a family member or a friend that feels like a family member, someone that's close to you. So the message you're not getting is some things are better left unsaid. Sometimes it's best not to fall into that trap, not to fall into their energy, not to let them bring you down. I've seen a comment recently. What was I don't know. It was have you ever had that thing where something just randomly pops up and you just go scroll through the comments for, you just comment surf? And I always feel like when it happens, it's like for a reason. And I saw a comment on one of these posts. I don't even know where it was. And the person was saying that, and it really hit me hard. And it's kind of coming out a little bit in the reading that a lot of people right now are so focused on what other people are doing, what other people are saying, how other people are acting. And they're not focusing on themselves. And you don't want to get caught in that trap, because that will get you caught in a lower virtue. That will get you caught in the lower timeline, right? It is the frequency split. So when that happens, we do not know, but I kind of feel like it's close. So it's an energy of not getting trapped in their chaotic energy and not giving into that temptation and letting it affect you. Now these cards just spit out. What's this? You're really hurt by it though. They said or did something here. The Three of Cups, the Seven. There's a lot of thinking and investing about it. And it could be this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be a masculine energy or father figure type of energy. But with the Six of Swords here, it's moving on from that. So it really is changing the way that you're looking at it. As above, so below, as within, so without. It is a reflection of them, not you. And it's not allowing it to affect you in a negative manner anymore. That's a message that you're not getting. Now, the reminder of what's important is the Queen of Cups. Everything is temporary, right? The Queen of Cups is the master of emotions and intuitions. When we look at the card, she's like floating in the ocean here. She's going away from land, and she's just following the current, following the flow, going with the flow. She knows where she is right now is just temporary. So a reminder of what's important is the way that you're feeling, the experiences that you're having are just temporary. They're not permanent. And you're not going to feel that way, long term. It's just a temporary emotion and a temporary feelings. So I feel like it's that energy of you being in control of your emotions, not your emotions and reactions being in control of you. Because like I said, when we get in that reactive energy, we jump into animal instinct. And that's when we are not fully in control of ourselves. And we can say and do stupid shit, which someone might have said and done something stupid towards you because they were in that lower virtue energy. So a reminder of what's important is everything is just temporary. They want you to be in control of your emotions. They don't want your emotions to control you. Is there anything else you want to say here for Sag with that Queen of Cups? Not a zero, zilch, babe. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. This is your actions to take. This is self-love. The Queen of Pentacles, my favorite part about this queen is she's very self-aware and self-developed. She learns from other people. So she learns about other people, their triggers, their reactions, their tics. She learns about herself, and she learns from those experiences. And there's making the best decision for yourself. The Lovers, on a consciousness level, on a deeper level. The Lovers is all about following your moral compass, your inner guide, your inner self. Don't let other people change you. Don't let other people change your reactions, change the way you act. This is all about loyalty to yourself. But self-awareness, Sagittarius, be aware of, when you're getting upset or triggered or and pull yourself out of a situation. So the action, ooh, yeah, look at that. There's the Nine of Pentacles. So the actions to take are stay balanced and be very self-aware and self-developed. When we look at the Nine of Pentacles, it's a very spiritual card, right? She's usually in the middle of some pillars. There's something on the side of her because she's taken the middle path. We don't want to go too far in either direction, right? The Buddhist way. We want to walk the middle line, walk the middle path. But it's also a card of straight up sovereignty. So there's a very strong element of independence and staying true to yourself, self-awareness, know yourself, know thyself. All the sages, all the gurus, right? They always say that. It's important. So know you, know who you are in this material world, know who you are outside of this material world. But this is, again, staying balanced. The things that are happening outside of yourself, and there might be a lot of things coming towards us that as humans we might struggle with. And it's staying balanced. There's things going on you can't control. There's things going on that you don't know what the truth is. And there's things going on that are going to create chaos, whether it's people, society, just things going on. So it is an element of staying balanced and true to yourself, focusing on you, what you can control, and releasing the things that you can't. Why is that? Ooh, there's a strong attachment. You're thinking a lot about it, but there it is again. So on a deeper level, the strength is controlling the devil, the beast within, right? And there's your animal, and there she is completely in control of that animal instinct. And there's the Eight of Swords and the shadow side. That's the shadow side in this deck is the devil, and there's your thoughts. So your thoughts can betray you, your thoughts can trap you. Your thoughts will create your reality. Like I said, you don't want to get caught on the wrong timeline here. So you want to keep your frequency up and focus on what you can control, and don't let your mind, your thoughts, or your emotions get the best of you. And the Queen of Pentacles is the queen of self-awareness and self-development, especially paired with that Nine of Pentacles. A lot of sovereign, independent energy there. Know thyself, Saggy. And if you are getting triggered, if you are getting upset, take a step back. Okay, that's what I have here. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say, and then we'll jump back into the tarot. So what does Sagittarius need to surrender to throughout this time of temptation? What does Sag need to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Okay. And the Akashic Record here. What's the Akashic Record message for Sagittarius? Effectively. Doing things effectively. Find the right way to do it. Give yourself, oh no, sorry, let me rephrase. I can't even read. Give it your all and you will see results. Every effective action is a step towards success. So don't let these things distract you, knock you off your path, move you in a direction you don't really want to go into. So one of my favorite decks. Let's get your Osset Egyptian message. Let's see what god or goddess from ancient Kemet wants to come and talk to you today. We'll get your channeled, your future, and your abundant message, and whatever else they want me to read. What you want to say to Sag Selka. There's your magical protection, magical number 36. All right, so don't forget to put the white light of Christ consciousness or the blue light of the lotus, or if you're Jewish, you know, the white light of David. Don't forget to protect yourself from maybe evil thoughts or negative energy from other people. Let's get your message here. One moment, please. But this is letting you know that you are protected. Okay. I am the goddess Selket, and know that if you trust me and revere what others fear, I will always be your friend and spiritual ally. I guarded Osset and her son Horus. I restored him from death to life. My presence means your safety, but it does not free you from the responsibility of living in according with goddess Ma'at always. I'm pretty sure Mother Ma'at has, I think there's 42 laws, so maybe spruce up on those as well. I'm a goddess of high magic, and my power for the alchemist is strong. But remember, my beauty comes from the controlled use of great power. So the abundance is take care to avoid being stung by those who are out to deceive you. Unexpected bills might come through, but with careful planning, you're going to be fine. And there's family. They want me to read that. Watch out for loved ones being deceived in some way, and know that you might be the one who has to take action in order to prevent this. In the future, you are being offered spiritual protection by the goddess of ancient Egypt, and accepting it is going to give you great blessings. All right, where's my other tarot deck? It's all the way over here. So let's get back to the tarot, Sag, and let's see what other messages, spirit guides, higher self, source self, spirit wants to pass along to you today. Spirit, what other messages do you want to pass along to Sag? Okay, those spit right out. Excuse me, what else do you want to say to Sag today? What do we have? What do we have? Two of Swords, Crossroads, the Ace of Cups. There's the Devil again, and the World. Ooh. There's the Three of Swords. There's the Page of Cups. There's a little, okay, this is a tough message. Oh, shit. Okay, this is a little bit of victim mentality here. The Three of Swords and the Page of Cups is for me, and there's the Hierophant. There's victim mentality doesn't get us anywhere. It really doesn't. It gets us into a lower frequency because we're blaming others for our problems, for our situations, for our reactions, for the things going on around us. We're giving our power away. Whether it's them acting like a victim, or, you know, you getting into victim mentality because the way that somebody else treated you, or sometimes the way the universe is treating you. Sometimes life isn't fair. But there's this element of learning how to get yourself out of that mentality, or prepare for those who are in that mentality, because that mentality, it doesn't help anybody. It just gets you into a lacking solution, focusing on the problem style of energy. It creates blockages in your heart chakra. Next thing you know, we're hating ourselves, we're hating other people, where we're being negative towards ourselves, negative towards other people. There's that element of judging other people, judging ourselves, being too hard on ourselves or other people. So there's an element here of flipping the script and realizing that attitude, again, it could be you, Sag, or it could be someone or people around you. I personally do notice a lot of people do have victim mentality out there at the moment, and I don't blame them. I take my, either way, it's not about me. It's just about not focusing on that and knowing that when we do, we create blockages in our heart chakra. Sometimes we need to help other people. Sometimes we need to receive help ourselves. There's going to be times of both in our life. It's understanding the ebbs and flows, but ultimately it's about focusing on solutions instead of focusing on the problems, taking accountability and responsibility and focusing on what we can. It's like the end of that mentality. So that was weird. There's a little hair there and I didn't like it. She came out again. So why did she come out again? Why did that just happen? What am I missing? What am I not saying? What is it that you want me to say or highlight here about that? Maybe they want you to do magical protection. Hold on. Four of Cups. It's being at peace. I really think someone did you wrong here, Sag. Or they're going to do, yeah, and there's a Six of Swords. And there's the Knight of Cups, and I feel it hurt. But there's you kind of moving away from that mentality, right? Moving away from that energy. I feel this is an element of protecting yourself, knowing that what other people say or do, you can't do anything about. There's another element of going with the flow. But there it is again. I see you holding on to something that either someone's done or they're about to do. And the Five of Swords is in reverse. So it's just being at peace with that. Can't change them. Can't change what they are doing, what they're going to do, what they did do. The only thing that you can do is change you and change yourself. It could be an element of putting protection around yourself. Again, I think I said that at the beginning when I meditate, especially because I read tarot, right? I don't want no shit getting attached to me. It has before, and I had to get it out of my house, baby. So you just got to protect yourself. I personally put the white light of Christ consciousness around me. I send any ill will away from me. I send nothing but love, but nothing's allowed to be attached to me, get into my aura. Sage yourself, cleanse yourself, top to bottom. Circle your crown chakra 3 times clockwise to make sure there's no attachments, there's nothing affecting your intuition. And allow yourself to release that behavior of someone else. And if it was you, let's say you did get reactive in the past. Let's say you did say something or do something that you regret. You just learn from that, Sagittarius. It's all you can do. That's what life is. If you've gone through life and you think you're perfect and you've never made a mistake, you're not self-aware, okay? So you are going to make mistakes. You are going to do things that are wrong. You're going to react wrong. There's that type of energy, and all you can do is forgive yourself and move on. There's no point in harming yourself energetically or emotionally for something from the past, whether it's something you did or someone did towards you. Like I said, I do feel we're in very important times right now. I do feel that frequency split is upon us, and you just want to make sure you're on the right timeline, you're on the right frequency, and you're moving in the right direction, and you're making the right decisions for yourself. Release and let go, Sagittarius. That's what they want to say here. Pass that protection on to yourself and simply learn instead of holding on. Don't let it stop you from opening up that heart chakra, right? Don't let it stop you from loving yourself, loving to others, and being in that compassionate energy. Don't let temptation get the best of you here. That's what I got. That's what's up, and that's what you got. No, you want me to grab the spirit animal. Hold on a sec. I was going to close off your reading. Okay, what's the spirit animal message? What do you want to say to Sagittarius? Balance, yes. The beaver, how Canadian. So you're being told that hard work is important, but so is quality times with your loved ones. The balance between work, play, family, and career must be maintained for wholeness and success. And I feel like in a reading like this is also a balance between material and spiritual. We got to create that balance, right? And there's a transition. There's something going on here. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Are you changing relationships, careers, or cities? Whatever it is, this crow is signaling that you're ready to make the change. That's how we start this. You're ready to make the change, and we end it with you're ready to make this change. Within or without, you're ready, Sagittarius, and spirit, higher self, source self wants you to know that. I was staring at this Queen of Swords. I didn't even acknowledge her over here. But when we look at the Queen of Swords, in the Rider-Waite deck and some of the other decks, she's a little hostile. She's a woman scorned. She's been mad. She's been treated poorly. She didn't deserve it, whether it was someone, life, universe. There's an element of, again, victim mentality, not deserving some of the things that happened to her. But she understands, and she's released it. She's got her sword down. She's not hostile. She's not mad. She's going to feel things out. She's going to trust her intuition. She's going to make different decisions going forward in order to get different results. But when we look at this queen, again, and it's not the norm. She's not usually in this energy where she's got 2 pillars on either side of her. She's the middle ground. So take the middle path, stay in the middle way, Sagittarius, and don't give in to temptation. That's the messages that are meant to come out today. So Saggy, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated and benefited you. And as always, thank you for all your continued support. If you like your reading, like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It does help my channel to grow. So thank you, Sagittarius. I truly appreciate you helping me. And let's get your final message to close off your reading today. Yeah. Consciously celebrating life. Sorry, let me rephrase. I'm having a problem reading today. What the heck? It's a Monday, baby. My eyes don't want to work. They're still sleeping. Consciously celebrating the blessings of life is part of an integrated spiritual practice. It is a form of bowing to the mystery. So make a list of 5 blessings in your life and add to it once a week. And each month, take a few minutes to reflect on all the blessings that you have. I have to note this. We started this with 36. Where's the first card we came out? I don't even know where it went. But I remember 36 was here. Where was 36? Oh, there's 36. Okay. And there's 39. Some very powerful magical numbers. The power of 369. If you haven't studied that, maybe they want you to. And if you have studied that, they might want you to spruce up on the power of 369. Sag, truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.